Så det er der, jeg skal til Rom og snakke med Ben Stiller. I forbindelse med Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Så jeg må hellere komme afsted.
Been there, done that section. You left it blank?
Okay, well, I haven't really been anywhere noteworthy or mentionable.
Have you done anything noteworthy, mentionable?
Is this the real life? Is this just
Get out! She's gonna blow!
God, you're noteworthy!
You're producing and directing and starring in Walter Mitty, but a project that's gone through so many hands and so many stages. How do you take ownership of that?
I don't know. I mean, I just sort of engaged in making the movie. I thought we had a good script, and the idea of the movie was something I personally connected with, and you just start the process of making the movie, and over the course of a few years, you end up with something that I guess you're responsible for.
So you feel it's yours? Do you feel it's like you're a little baby?
If you liked it, sure, yeah.
Perhaps I can contact you, possibly through my Poetry Falcon.
Poetry Falcon. I like that.
Do you think if I hit him with a paperclip, would he move?
As an audience, you can leave Walter Mitty either inspired or entertained or whatever. What did you leave the movie with? What kind of sentiment did you leave with?
Gosh, I just having had a great experience, and feeling like as a filmmaker, a chance to collaborate with people who I really loved working with, and having had the adventure of making the movie and going off to Iceland and shooting the movie in places I'd never been before, and working with actors I really wanted to work with, and just telling this story that hopefully connects on some level with people. That's a good feeling.
A lot of people might actually daydream about having your job, because your job is pretty cool. So I was wondering if you could just get up right now and do whatever you want, go wherever you wanted to go. If you could just rip off the mic and just go,
right,
what would you do?
I don't know. I mean...
You're not allowed to go home. But
okay,
anything else?
I'm not allowed to go home.
No.
I would, I daydream about, having a different career, doing something else. It's probably something creative, like maybe being, a musician or a rock star or something like that. I think everybody has that daydream. I play the drums, so like, drumming in a band or something.
They can't hear our guitars when you play the drums.
Well, why don't we just, thicken it up?
Why are you doing this?
To help you!
Do you feel like maybe you could end up doing something like that?
Oh, no, there's no chance. I'm not that good. But, it's nice to fantasize about.
Do you do that when you do a movie? Is that like a little daydream come true?
Yeah, I mean, that's what directing a movie is you're visualizing it in your head for a long time. You're seeing in your head, and you're trying to figure out how to get it out into reality and onto the screen, and how to make it happen. So that process is really about living in your head a lot of the time, and which is great. I mean, that's because there are all these possibilities when you're at that stage in the movie where you're figuring it out, and then it becomes more and more real as you make it, and you end up with what you actually have. But for me, the tone of this movie, and the vibe of it was something that it did feel a little different for me personally, and something I connected to personally in terms of I like movies that don't necessarily fall into one genre, and not necessarily a comedy or a drama or one thing or the other, but they just have sort of a lot of different stuff going on that sort of to me is what life is like. Life is sometimes funny, sometimes serious.
Hey, so your profile still hasn't received any winks, even though I put that you've been to Phoenix.
Oh, I jumped out of a helicopter yesterday into the ocean and had a shark fight.
Yeah, listen, I was mentioning before, people who daydream too much, they're not content.
No, it was real. It really did.
Really? Then I'll put down adrenaline junkies. What kind of a shark? Was it like a...
Hey, Todd. I can't really talk right now. I'm on my way to a volcano.
What the...
Walter Mitty is fine and good. We all love it. But Zoolander 2, when are you gonna make it?
I think it would be great to make it if we could figure out how to put it together, you know? I think it's a movie that everybody, you know, sort of who loves the original would want it to live up to the original, so there's a little bit of, you know, a high bar there that to reach.
I think you can do it.
Okay, I'm gonna try then.
Please do it.
Okay.
And a final question. This is my first TV interview on TV.
Oh, really?
This is my first.
Oh my God.
How did I do?
Very good. I couldn't tell it was your first one.
Good, because I was wondering if any
It's a little
tips?
weird though. You actually were listening to me sometimes.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I should stop doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's too real.
Okay,
for television.
I won't do that next time then.